McDonald's and Burger King are two of the most famous fast food brands in the world, and their rivalry has lasted for decades. Both companies sell similar products such as hamburgers, French fries, chicken nuggets, milkshakes, and breakfast sandwiches. Yet what makes them stand out is not only their food, but also the unique brand characters and images they have carefully built. These characters have helped them connect with customers, tell stories, and create loyalty that goes beyond just a quick meal. The history of how each brand shaped its character reveals a fascinating story of competition, creativity, and cultural influence. McDonald's has always been known for its bright colors, family-friendly image, and fun characters. The most famous symbol is Ronald McDonald, the cheerful clown created in the 1960s. Ronald was designed to appeal to children and families, bringing joy, laughter, and a sense of playfulness to the brand. Alongside Ronald, McDonald's also developed other mascots such as Grimace the Hamburglar and Birdie the Early Bird. These characters appeared in television commercials, toys, and even themed playgrounds, making McDonald's more than just a restaurant. It became a place for entertainment and childhood memories. The idea was clear. McDonald's wanted to be seen as the family restaurant where parents and children could share happy moments. Burger King, on the other hand, chose a very different approach. Instead of focusing mainly on children, Burger King built its image around the idea of giving power to the customer. The slogan, "Have it your way," reflected this strategy. Customers could customize their burgers however they liked, and this freedom of choice became central to Burger King's identity. The brand character most associated with Burger King is the King himself. The Burger King character has gone through many versions, from a friendly cartoon king in the early years to a more surreal and humorous mascot in modern advertising. The king represents both authority and a playful spirit, showing that Burger King was willing to experiment with bold and sometimes strange marketing ideas. Over the years, McDonald's leaned into consistency. The golden arches became one of the most recognizable logos worldwide, symbolizing speed, reliability, and family fun. Ronald McDonald House Charities also reinforced the image of kindness and community support, making McDonald's not just a business, but also a brand with a benevolent side. Commercials often showed smiling children, happy families, and the famous tagline, "I'm lovin' it." The characters of McDonald's grew into cultural icons, appearing not only in ads but also in video games, cartoons, and toys included in Happy Meals. Burger King, meanwhile, built its identity by challenging McDonald's directly. Advertisements often compared Burger King burgers to McDonald's, claiming that Burger King offered bigger patties or flame-grilled tastes that felt more authentic. The King mascot sometimes appeared in humorous or even slightly odd commercials, surprising people with his silent presence and exaggerated smile. This style made Burger King feel more rebellious and daring. While McDonald's appealed to comfort and tradition, Burger King built an identity around humor, freedom, and a little bit of mischief. Both strategies have strengths. McDonald's characters create a sense of nostalgia and trust. People who grew up with Ronald McDonald often bring their own children back to the brand. The characters remind customers of childhood happiness and simple pleasures. Burger King's King character, meanwhile, helps the brand stand out with comedy and unpredictability. By not always being safe, Burger King attracts attention and sparks conversation. The rivalry between the two brands shows how characters are more than decoration. They are tools of storytelling. Ronald McDonald tells the story of fun, family, and kindness. The Burger King tells the story of choice, humor, and boldness. Each character helps shape the way customers feel about the food and the overall experience. In the end, McDonald's and Burger King are not only selling burgers and fries, they are selling feelings, memories, and identities. Their brand characters show us that in the world of business, personality matters as much as product. Families looking for joy and tradition often choose McDonald's. People looking for freedom and a playful twist may choose Burger King. Together, their rivalry has created one of the most memorable battles in modern marketing, proving that the way a brand builds its character can be just as important as what is on the menu. The story of McDonald's and Burger King also reflects how brands adapt to changing times while still holding on to their core characters. In the beginning, both companies focused on simple, fast service and affordable meals. But as decades passed, customer expectations grew, people wanted healthier options, new flavors, and a stronger connection with the companies they supported. This is where the characters and brand personalities continued to play an important role. They were flexible enough to move with the times, yet recognizable enough to keep the trust of loyal customers. McDonald's faced criticism in the early 2000s for issues such as unhealthy menus and concerns about child marketing. To respond, the company updated its image while keeping Ronald McDonald and the Golden Arches at the center. They introduced salads, fruit, and lighter options. They promoted sustainability and responsibility. Ronald McDonald House charities became even more visible, reminding the public that McDonald's was not just about fast food, but also about caring for families in need. The Happy Meal, with its toys and tie-ins to popular films and shows, kept children engaged while also giving parents a sense that McDonald's was still a safe, friendly choice. The brand character Ronald McDonald symbolized a bridge between tradition and progress. Burger King also had to evolve, while the King mascot sometimes disappeared for years. The brand brought him back when they wanted to grab attention with bold campaigns. The Soraya King with his oversized head and silent stare became a viral figure on the internet, spreading memes and creating discussions. In addition, Burger King often tried to position itself as the underdog fighting against the giant McDonald's. Campaigns highlighted flame-grilled burgers, larger portion sizes, and unique menu items like the Whopper. The King character helped communicate this attitude of rebellion. He was not a warm clown like Ronald, but a surprising and sometimes strange figure who fit perfectly with Burger King's playful yet daring voice. Both companies also realized that children were no longer the only audience that mattered. Teenagers and young adults became a major focus. McDonald's used music, pop culture, and sleek advertising under the I Am Lovin' It campaign to connect with younger generations. Burger King leaned on humor, edgy jokes, and interactive promotions such as video games featuring the King. These strategies showed that brand characters could be flexible. Ronald McDonald could shift from being only a children's friend to representing fun for all ages. The King could switch from being a cartoon ruler to a viral sensation. Global expansion also shaped how these characters were used. McDonald's brought Ronald McDonald to countries around the world, but sometimes adjusted his role depending on local culture. In some places he appeared less often, replaced by the strong power of the Golden Arches and the Happy Meal characters. Burger King too expanded globally but often relied more on menu customization and the Whopper than on the King character alone. Still, the King appeared in international campaigns when humor and shock value could create strong impressions. Another key difference between the two brands lies in how safe or risky they were willing to be. McDonald's invested heavily in maintaining a consistent image. Ronald McDonald and the Golden Arches rarely changed in tone. The brand wanted customers to always feel comfortable and familiar. Burger King, in contrast, often embraced risk. The King mascot could appear in commercials, sneaking into people's houses or standing silently in strange places. This risk sometimes worked brilliantly by creating viral buzz, but at other times confused or even scared customers. Still, Burger King embraced that unpredictability as part of its unique character. The competition between McDonald's and Burger King has benefited customers as well. Because each brand pushes the other, they continue to innovate. McDonald's created Happy Meals, coffee, and digital ordering systems. Burger King tested bold products like the Impossible Whopper and attention-grabbing limited edition sandwiches. Each time one brand introduces something new, the other answers. This ongoing rivalry is fueled not only by menu changes, but also by how their brand characters are presented to the public. Today, the story of McDonald's and Burger King is more than just about food. It is about how two companies used characters to build trust, entertain, and communicate identity. Ronald McDonald and the King stand as reminders that customers do not simply buy meals, they buy experiences. McDonald's experience is family-friendly, cheerful, and rooted in comfort. Burger King's experience is bold, humorous, and slightly rebellious. These differences allow both companies to thrive even while competing for the same audience. In the future, the battle between McDonald's and Burger King will continue. New technology, social media, and changing diets will shape how the brands evolve, but their characters will remain important guides. Ronald McDonald will continue to symbolize fun and kindness. The King will continue to symbolize freedom of choice and playful surprise. Together, they show how powerful a brand can become when it gives its identity, a living character that speaks to people's hearts as well as their stomachs. The ongoing rivalry between McDonald's and Burger King shows that building a strong character is not a one-time task but a constant process of renewal. Both companies understand that modern customers are influenced not only by price and taste but also by story, emotion, and identity. That is why these characters and brand personalities remain essential even as the world of fast food changes with technology, health concerns, and cultural shifts. McDonald's continues to reinforce its image as a global symbol of comfort and togetherness. The Golden Arches are instantly recognizable, whether in a busy American city or a small town on the other side of the world. Ronald McDonald still appears as a friendly face in charitable events, reminding people that the brand is about kindness as well as convenience. The company also invests in digital experiences, from mobile apps to self-service kiosks, yet it keeps the same warm colors, the same smiling characters, and the same family-oriented energy that have worked for decades. In this way, McDonald's blends tradition with innovation while keeping its character stable. Burger King, by contrast, thrives on being the challenger. The King character allows the company to be playful, sometimes shocking, and always a little unpredictable. Campaigns using the King have often gone viral because of their unusual style. which matches the brand's willingness to stand out. For example, Burger King has used bold advertising stunts, limited edition menu items with unusual flavors, and partnerships with entertainment and sports to attract attention. The king, with his oversized crown and strange silence, reflects this spirit perfectly. He is not safe or gentle like Ronald McDonald, but instead surprising, sometimes unsettling, and always memorable. The difference in tone between the two brands is part of why their rivalry has lasted so long. McDonald's feels like a familiar friend who invites you to relax and enjoy happy moments with family. Burger King feels like the daring classmate who makes jokes, takes risks, and always finds ways to challenge the ordinary. Customers choose based on mood, identity, and experience. Some people prefer the comfort of McDonald's, while others are drawn to the playful boldness of Burger King. This balance ensures that both companies stay relevant without completely overlapping each other's identities. Another reason these brand characters matter is because of how they create long-term loyalty. Children who grew up with Ronald McDonald often remember the fun of Happy Meals and playgrounds, and they carry that nostalgia into adulthood. Parents who take their children there today are continuing the same tradition. Burger King, meanwhile, often appeals to those who enjoy humor, satire, and individuality. The king is not designed to be soft or comforting, but instead to stand out, to create conversation, and to make Burger King feel like a brand for people who like to do things their own way. As both brands face new challenges, from healthier eating trends to competition with modern delivery apps, the characters remain essential symbols. They are not just advertising tools, but representations of values. Ronald McDonald represents joy, trust, and kindness. The king represents freedom, boldness, and creativity. These are values that cannot easily be replaced by technology or menu changes. Looking forward, the rivalry between McDonald's and Burger King will likely continue to shape the fast food industry. Each new campaign, product launch, or cultural trend will see both companies adapting and responding to one another. Yet their characters will remain as anchors that remind customers who they are and what they stand for. The Golden Arches and Ronald McDonald will continue to evoke memories of happiness and tradition. The Crown and the King will continue to promise individuality and playful surprise. In the end, the story of these two brands is a reminder of how powerful characters can be in business. They transform a restaurant into an experience, a simple meal into a story, and a brand into a part of culture. McDonald's and Burger King have proven that while food fills the stomach, characters and stories fill the heart and memory. That is why their rivalry has lasted so long and why it will continue for many years to come.